When a buy-sell agreement becomes the most important document you never thought about. In 2018, two partners in the Phoenix area acquired a successful dental practice together. Like many business owners, they were focused on growth, patient experience, and building long-term value. They signed an operating agreement that included a buy-sell provision. At the time, it felt like a routine legal step, something to check off the list. 3 years later, it became the center of a major dispute. In 2021, one partner developed a medical condition that limited his ability to work full-time. The remaining partner triggered the buy-sell clause and began the process of buying out his ownership interest. What should have been a structured transition quickly turned into conflict. The agreement required the business to be valued by the company's CPA, but the language around valuation was vague. Was goodwill included? What about future earnings potential? How should patient retention be factored in? One valuation came back at roughly $420,000. An independent appraisal obtained by the exiting partner placed the value closer to $1.1 million. The gap created immediate tension. Trust began to erode. Operations were affected. Escalation and litigation ensued. Because the active partner controlled the financial records, the exiting partner argued he could not verify revenue trends or expenses used in the valuation. At the same time, the buyout structure required installment payments over several years based on the practice's future performance. That created concern about default risk and whether the exiting partner would ever receive full value. The matter eventually moved into litigation in Maricopa County Superior Court. Over nearly 2 years, both sides incurred significant legal and valuation costs. The court ultimately enforced the existence of the buy-sell agreement, but allowed an independent valuation expert and required revised payment protections. The business survived. The partnership did not. A well-structured buy-sell agreement helps prevent forced partnerships with spouses or heirs, emotional decision-making during health or life crises, fire sale valuations, operational disruption, expensive litigation. Just as important, it creates clarity. It defines how value is determined, how payments are funded, and how transitions happen when life does not go according to plan. The bigger picture. At SRG Consulting, we view buy-sell planning as a core component of wealth preservation. It is not just about legal compliance. It is about protecting enterprise value, maintaining continuity, and ensuring that years of hard work translate into real liquidity when an exit event occurs. Business owners often spend decades building value. A properly designed agreement helps make sure they can actually realize it. Because the true test of a plan is not when things are going well, it is when they are not.